Welcome back to Green Thumb Gardening Secrets. Today we're going to talk about 20 reasons why to grow cover crops. Let's get going. First, let's talk about what. Cover crops, as you see here,
are crops like these thick stands of oats, forage radishes with super deep tap roots, this winter wheat that grew up after the forage radishes died back over the winter, beautiful cereal rye, which is also called winter rye, beginner-friendly annual ryegrass, crimson clover and other clovers that are shorter-term legumes, perennial legumes like alfalfa with their massive tap roots, and many others that,
just like the name implies, cover the soil. They blanket the soil, they protect the soil. When the soil would otherwise be bare in areas of the garden where there aren't food crops or between widely spaced food crops. They're also an acknowledgement that we can do better, and there's a better option than leaving our soil bare for 6 to 9 months of the year.
But why grow them? There are at least 20 fantastic reasons, and all are super important for both our gardens and farms.
Our 20 reasons fit into 5 or 6 major groupings. Our first 5 reasons have to do with nutrients. Number 1, cover crops capture nutrients. Cover crops also produce nutrients. They make nutrients more available by getting them from deeper in the soil and by putting them in forms that are more usable for our plants. Fourth reason, they add organic matter and fertility. Number 5, cover crops provide homegrown mulch and compost material. Our next major grouping of reasons has to do with air and water. Cover crops protect against compaction and erosion. Even more, it actually loosens our soil. The third reason having to do with water and air, and the 8th reason overall, it increases air and water infiltration. The 9th reason overall, the 4th reason, the water and air, is it increases water holding capacity. So cover crops, the shade that they provide vastly decreases the amount of evaporation. The 6th reason for water and air, the 11th reason overall, because they decrease the amount of runoff, they vastly increase our water quality. Reasons number 12 and 13 have to do with yields and cost. They boost our yields, and it does so much cheaper than using fertilizer or having to use more fertilizer. Reasons 14 and 15 have to do with weeds, diseases, and pests. Having a cover crop in between garden plants can break disease and pest cycles. They can also really vastly prevent and discourage weeds. The last 5 reasons have to do with more health and peace of mind. First of all, cover crops, as you can see, give you a way to have fertility and garden health, including lack of insects. They're one part of a system that allows you to do that without any chemicals at all. In fact, you can do it without even any organic fertilizers, foliar application, or inputs. Reason number 18, cover crops provide homes and possibly food for beneficial insects, arachnids, birds, amphibians, and mammals. Number 19, cover crops protect soil from temperature extremes. Number 20, cover crops give us a solid next step so we can take that garden debris that's no longer growing anything that we're using, put it in the compost bin to grow soil, and then we can put on cover crops that are going to be a much denser version of that. And instead of growing food for us, they're growing food for our soil. So there you go, 20 reasons.
That's 25.
20.
Or just how about no fingers?
20 reasons, that's it. 20 reasons why to grow cover crops. Hope you've learned something. Until next time, stay open to growing. You can find more on this topic and others on my website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Like this video if you liked it. Likes really help us out. Leave a comment or question below. I personally answer each one, and subscribe to get all of our future videos. And if social media is your jam, feel free to follow us on Twitter and Instagram for more Green Thumb gardening secrets, tricks, and tips. Just the tips.
Look at the leaves. They have really no insect damage. We've put nothing on them. The leaves are just healthy as all get out, and we put nothing on them.